It's Friday. TGIF. Who's ready for more NBA action? I got some picks over at Prizepicks. Let's go. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is part 2 of the NBA Prizepicks videos. I dropped 4 picks earlier today. I got 4 more I found that I really like. We'll talk about each and every one of them. Again, yesterday was a mixed bag. Early video, we missed on a few. The second one, we swept, went 4-0. Actually, 5-0. Someone told me if you took my recommendation on taking Morris's over as well in the first half. So again, hey, got 4 plays here. I think we go and hit them hard and hopefully have a great Friday. Again, play within your bankroll. I'm going to do a bankroll management video here hopefully in the next couple weeks if I can find some time, and I think that might help out you a little bit on what you should play. Again, this is a long-term game, and doing this for a long time, it is super important. Bankroll management is super important. But with that, hey, if you like these videos, hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, and turn on that notification bell so you know when I upload these videos. As you know, when I upload them, these lines do move super fast, so if you want to tail with me, if you want to fade them, you got to know when these lines, or you got to know when these videos do go up. So make sure you turn on that notification bell. And also, I did a quick survey, put it in the community tab if you want to check that out as well. Just a real quick, I thought about doing some challenge videos, either on sports betting or daily fantasy sports, you know, $1,000 into 10,000 or 100 into 1,000. I thought those would be kind of fun. Let me know if you're interested. Take that survey I put out there. If you want me to do them on this channel, if you want me to create a new YouTube channel to do them so I don't pollute this one, or just not do them at all. Just want to know your feedback. Appreciate each and every one of you. Let's check out the plays. All right, as always, I have the NBA Prizepicks desktop up here. They have a sweet mobile app you can download both on the Google and Apple Store. And if you do not have a Prizepicks account, what are you waiting for? Sign up with promo code DFSArmy and get a 100% instant deposit match up to $100. And if you're a new Prizepicks account holder, you are also eligible for a free month of DFSArmy VIP membership. All of that is in the description below. Check it out, read it. And let's get after it, man. Let's get after it. It is Friday. I am pumped today. First one, we're going to go after fantasy score here. We're going to pull up. We're going to game that I can't wait to watch. We're going to go DeMar DeRozan. We're going to go over 43 fantasy score. He had a monster game, game 2 there. With Middleton going down, I think he's going to continue to carry this team on his back. Even when he shot horrendous that first game, he still put up 42.6 fantasy score. He's going to play all the minutes he can handle here. Again, I saw, video of him putting up shots just yesterday by himself in the United Center. The dude is locked in. I think we see another big night out of him. I really like this DeMar DeRozan over 43 fantasy points or fantasy score, getting back home in the United Center. I think we're going to see a big score out of him. So over 43 fantasy points for him. Next one we're going to look at here. We're going to go over to assists. It's one that we hit a couple days ago. I'm going right back to this one, and we're going to go Trae Young, and I'm going under. I'm going under on the 8.5 assists. He's played Miami 6 times this year, including the playoffs. Both playoff games he went under 7 and 4. The other 4 games he put up 5. The one over at 9, 7, and 8. Again, this is at home. I think he's going to be more scoring mindset, right? So we had a pick on the over on his points in that first video. And then very similar to Jokic and how I kind of had the Jokic, and I nailed the Jokic one yesterday. We were over on the first half points we hit. We're also under on his assists. I think, yes, Collins is playing. It's going to help him a little bit, but I think he's going to be looking to try to score pretty heavily here. So I don't think that the assists are going to get there. He's going to play 40 minutes. He's at home. It's a close spread. Miami's favored by 1.5, 221.5 over under. Again, Miami's ranked 4th in assists allowed. Now the juice is on the over on this at minus 138. But the juice was on the over on this, I believe, last time we bet it as well, and we got the under. For me, just looking at how the game's going to go, I think I'm going to lean the under at 8.5. Just looking at the historical data against Miami and how they severely need this game, I think he's just going to be pushing the scoring way really heavy here. So I'm going to take the under on the 8.5 assists and just kind of go with the data and the gut feeling that he's going to be more scoring minded and not so much looking to get his teammates involved. So we're going to take the under on Trae Young, 8.5 assists here. If you can get it at a better number, great. But here at Prizepicks is 8.5. We're going to take the under. All right, the next two we're going to get out. We're going back to fantasy score. I think you can look at this a couple different ways, and we're going to pull it up here real quick. Cam Johnson, right? And we know there's no Booker. Booker's hamstring, you know, he's going to be out for a little bit. So we got to take a look at what we have. And Cam Johnson's going to play a lot of minutes, right? You know, he's probably going to play 35, 36 minutes in this game. I think he hits a ton of threes if you want to take a shot at that. The juice is on the over on threes made around minus 150 out there for over 3.5 points. I think you can take a look at that one. For points at 15.5, the juice is on the over on that at minus 115. I'm kind of going to lean fantasy score there. I think he gets a little bit of everything. He is pretty scoring dependent, but he's long, and I think they're going to need his size against the Pelicans because the Pelicans have some long defenders, right? They got Ingram, CJ's a big guy, you know, Herb Jones. A lot of their guys that they have are really long, and I think they're going to need Cam Johnson's size way more in this matchup here with no Booker. I can see him playing a ton. So I like the over 24 fantasy score there. I think he could honestly get 24 real life points in this game. So love the fantasy score to get him a few rebounds, a few assists, you know, but I do like the Cam Johnson play, and I'm going to take the over on the fantasy score for him. So the next one we're going to look at is we're going right to his teammate here. Another one in Mikal Bridges. Very similar situation for me. Now the juice on the over on 3-pointers is only like, it's basically like minus 110. I wouldn't touch that one. I don't really want to touch his rebounds very much. I don't really want to touch his blocks and steals that much. I think the way you look at it is scoring or fantasy score. The juice is on the over at scoring around minus 125. They're going to need, I really think it's going to be Cam Johnson and Mikal Bridges. They're going to help CP3 in the scoring category here. Yes, Cameron Payne's going to play some minutes, but he's also small, and I just feel like they're going to need these guys' size against this team going on the road to play the Pelicans here. So with that being said, I'm going to go Mikal Bridges over 28 fantasy score, and I think both of these should be at 30. I honestly think Mikal Bridges should be closer to 31, 32, and I think Cam Johnson, his fantasy score should be up to around 28 to 29. So I think we're getting some value on both of these fantasy scores. Again, we got a game that we're, you know, that's going to be playing, you know, pretty competitive, right? With no Booker out there. I think it's a competitive game. You know, Phoenix is only favored by 2 here with a 216 over under. And, you know, we got guys where Bridges is going to play 40 plus minutes in this game. You know, that he's just going to have to. And, you know, like I said, Cam Johnson, I think he's going to play at least 35 minutes, and I could see him playing high 30s as well. So I think those are the guys that they're going to lean on here for scoring wise. If Cam Johnson gets hot, like I said, he could put up 30 real life points, and it wouldn't surprise me at all. And Mikal Bridges does a little bit of everything. He's got to be aggressive to the hoop, but he's still going to hit some of these shots. So I love these 4 plays. I think if I had to rank these real quick, I'm going to go Cam Johnson over 24 fantasy points. I'm going to go Mikal Bridges over 28 fantasy points as 1 and 2. And then I'm going to go DeMar DeRozan over 43 fantasy points. And then I'm going to go number 4, Trae Young under 8.5 assists, just because it's at 8.5. I think if it was at 9, maybe I would rank it above DeRozan, but being at 8.5, I'm just going to take that under because the line it's probably maybe 1 tick too high, but there's a little bit of worry there. So there's 4 plays for you. I will link right now the end this first video that I did. I hope you have a great Friday. Again, appreciate each and every one of you. Hit that like button on your way out, and TGIF. See you on the flip side. Deuces.